Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Kaye. I'm the orchestra teacher at Santa Ana High School. I'm doing some tutorial videos for the 2017 Elementary Honor Orchestra for Santa Ana Unified School District. I'm going to play through Entry of the Tumblers so you can hear the cello part. And then I'm going to go through it one more time and I'm going to break it up into sections so that we can talk about the technique and what's needed for your practice. So, Entry of the Tumblers by Elliot Del Borgo. So that's Entry of the Tumblers, and you gotta forgive me, I'm really a violinist, and I only get around the cello every so often. So the Entry of the Tumblers is a really nice piece. It's fun to play, and it's really fun to put together with like all the violins and violas and basses. So some of the bow strokes that you need for this, you do have legato bow strokes, and you also have the majority of this piece as détaché. Détaché is kind of a fancy word for detached. So all the strokes should have a clean stroke beginning and then also end to the sound. Not legato, although some parts are legato, where it's a little bit more connected and there isn't as much of a distinction to the beginning of each note. So in order to achieve the détaché, you kind of stop your bow on the string. So don't let it lift. Keep it on the string and feel it stop, right? Then if we want legato, you should feel the motion connecting from the down to the up without a break. So the half notes can be more legato, while all the quarter notes and eighth notes should be more détaché. So with strokes in between and clear beginning and ends of the bow stroke. So from the beginning we have legato bow strokes. ending in that détaché at the end. So clean distinction, right? 7, we have pretty much all of it is détaché. The only time we go into legato is when you have the half notes, right? So here, same thing. Ooh, excuse me. Right. So be careful. Also, just a little tip. When we play our music, we're basically creating like sentences, or we're saying something. So you can think of this almost like this is an essay that we've written, or that we're all reciting at the same time. And when we come to the end of a sentence, we usually have a pause, right? So here, it's kind of the same thing. So this is measure 7. So there should be a break. And then also, we don't want our sentences to end abruptly, right? Unless we're super excited, right? Exclamation point. Here, it should kind of taper away. Dum, bum, bum, right? So end with a little bit of a diminuendo, which it means to get gradually softer, right? And then 11 is the same idea. Détaché. 1, rest, 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 rest. And retake every time you see those down bows so that we can have enough bow to go down. So that's pretty much it at 11. 17 is very similar. You gotta make sure you're counting those rests. Rest, 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 rest. And then when we get to 21, we have a long rest with a 6 on top. That means you're counting 6 measures of rest. So in this piece, we're in 4/4 time. So that means you gotta count 4 beats per measure. So if there's 6 measures and there are 4 beats in each measure, the total amount of measures should be, yes, 24. So 4 times 6 is 24. When you do measure, after counting all those 24 rests, I probably wouldn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 24. I would count each measure by itself. So you count the first measure as 1, 2, 3, 4. Second measure will be 2, 2, 3, 4. Next measure will be 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. All the way on up, 23, 2, 3, 4. 24, 2, 3, 4. And then you come in, B, right? Oh, that's actually completely wrong. I'm sorry. Don't count up to 24. You're going to count up to 6 because there's only 6 measures of rest. It's kind of late here, so Mr. Kaye's losing it. Anyhow, 6 measures of rest. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, and then you come in at measure 27. That makes much more sense. So with measure 27, we're back into what type of bow stroke? Exactly, legato, because they're half notes, right? So we connect the sound. And détaché. E. A. D. Whatever the notes are. And now, when you see measure 34, it says cresque with a period. That cresque is an abbreviation of crescendo, which means you should gradually get louder, right? So we're already at a forte at 33. We basically bumped up dynamics. Measure 27 starts mezzo piano, so medium soft. Then we get to 32, we jump up a dynamic to mezzo forte, medium loud. And then 33, we're at forte, which is loud. And then we crescendo through 34, 35, every note getting louder. And then measure 36, we're at fortissimo, which is very loud, right? So make sure we hear all those dynamic contrasts between mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, crescendoing into fortissimo. Now, 39 is the first time we come to these accents. They're little carrots on top of the notes. Basically, those accents mean you have to give a little bit more of a bite to each note. So to hit that, you want to make sure you give a little bit more weight into the bow, just at the beginning of the bow string. So it has a crunch, right? That sound, but only at the beginning. So it's very articulate. And then you have it on D, so it's right. Measure 40 is somewhat the same as what we played before. Just, I would caution every time you do these string crosses, you don't have to lift your first finger. You can make a tonal and just play that open A. That way it's a little cleaner. You don't hear an accidental open D after you play your first finger. And then you have more of those accents. Measure 42. And then 49, still with the détaché. Basically it. So just be aware of all those accents there and make sure you're doing the retakes. Every time you see the down bows, to retake your bow, always set your bow so you're starting from the string, never start from up above, because then you'll bounce and it won't be very clean. So always start from the bow, or sorry, it's from the string. So that was Entry of the Tumblers. I hope you found it somewhat insightful, a little bit informative, and then helpful with your practice. So good luck with your practicing, and hopefully we will see you in April.